My name is Hafiz Oyetoro. This is Mid Morning Show. Keep watching Mid Morning Show.
Thank you for staying with us. It's a new week. It's a Monday. And Monday is a time for you to start the week, to tell yourself you're not giving up, and to tell yourself that you are in charge of the week. Welcome on board, and this is the Mid Morning Show, and I am Adituke Olale. I don't run solo like Dolakwa always says. Hi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
You are looking radiant as always. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, you have to look radiant. No matter what you're going through, no matter the trying times or the hard times, you cannot afford to look the way your bank account looks.
Oops.
You cannot afford to look the way the society is throwing things at you.
Oops.
So you just have to make some lemonade out of whatever lemon
thrown at you, have you?
So we need to start the week with a new vibe.
That's
and
true.
With that smile on our face.
That's true. Absolutely. Good morning to all our beautiful viewers out there. You're welcome to another brand new episode of the Mid Morning Show. My name is Dolakbo Olaomi. How was your weekend? Because I sure had a very hectic one, from events back to back. It was a really, really strenuous one, but we are here today. It is what it is.
It is what it is. So today, like we do on Mondays, is a topical issue that we tackle and to keep us informed, not just to be entertained as well. But today is going to be a very, very, very dicey, interesting topic, because the question that will keep coming to our minds today is, who do we blame in all of this? Now,
where did we go?
Yeah, where did we get it wrong, and where did it start from? Now, the topic today is we are going to be imagining waste management. And now, waste management is not just a big issue in Nigeria. It's also a big issue globally. The more the populace, the more the waste. Now, the question is, how do we manage our waste? We see in Nigeria, millions of our waste are displaced, either in our drainages, deep ground. We go to some houses, they have a deep hole, they bury it. Some people just put it on the roadside. Some people just put it anywhere, as long as it's not in their house. Another thing is, we have the waste, yes, but what do we do with it? Do we reuse it? Do we recycle it? Or do we just put it where it is? Now, we have our children all around the place. We have everyone all around the community, and this waste seems to be part of us. We're supposed not to be.
Yeah.
And also, they say that our waste is not to be thrown away.
Okay.
That it's not waste in its sense. But why is it that our waste is being seen everywhere? Why is it a problem? They call it sanitation problem. The problem, is it from the government? Is it a behavioral problem? Or can we say it's both ways?
Or would you say it's an awareness problem?
Or awareness problem. And a whole lot of things are going on in the states, across Nigeria, where state governments are trying to ensure, okay, there's a place where we have waste, but it's being reused, it's being recycled. We have seen states trying so hard to do it. So this is a topic we'll be tackling today.
Yes.
And of course, we have our guests on standby who will be coming in to shed more light on the topic. But before that, we have a feature, and that is titled Life Under the Surface. It's still the Mid Morning Show.
Beneath the shimmer of the sunlit waves, beyond the reach of our footsteps and far from the noise of our world, lies another world. A world that breathes, moves, and survives in ways that often go unseen. For most of us, water is just a resource, something to drink, to wash with, or to admire from the shore. But under that reflective skin of blue lies an entire universe of stories. Some are ancient, older than time as we measure it. Others are fragile, clinging to survival in a world changing faster than they can adapt. The descent begins at the surface, where light still dances freely. Here, schools of fish shimmer like living rainbows. Each movement is a conversation, a silent choreography designed for survival. The reefs below them, often called the rainforests of the sea, are alive with color and character. Coral colonies, though rooted in place, build vast underwater cities piece by piece, each tiny polyp contributing to the architecture of an ecosystem that supports nearly a quarter of all marine life. But life below the surface isn't only about beauty. It is about balance, delicate, intricate balance. For every predator, there is prey. For every vibrant reef, there is a patient scavenger. Even the smallest plankton plays a role in the grand equation. As sunlight fades, the water deepens into twilight. Here, creatures must adapt or disappear. Fins grow wider, eyes grow larger, bodies take on strange shapes sculpted by necessity. This is a world where survival hinges on being unseen. And then, there is the deep. Miles below where sunlight can reach, darkness reigns. Pressure becomes immense, enough to crush steel, yet life persists. Some species glow with natural bioluminescence, painting streaks of blue and green across the black. Others drift slowly, conserving every ounce of energy. It reminds us that life is not bound by what we consider comfortable. It adapts, it stretches, it thrives in the unlikeliest corners. But while the deep remains undisturbed in many places, the shallows, the regions closest to us, feel our presence the most. Pollution clouds their clarity, plastics drift where fish should roam. Overfishing disrupts the food web that has stood the test of millennia. Coral reefs bleach and die, their vibrant colors fading into silent gray tombstones. And perhaps the most sobering truth is this: what happens beneath the surface will eventually rise to meet us. When fish populations collapse, communities lose their livelihoods. When reefs disappear, coastlines lose their natural protection. When pollutants accumulate, they return to our bodies through the food we eat. The divide between their world and ours is thinner than we imagine. Yet, hope remains, because life, both above and below the surface, is resilient. Conservation efforts around the world are restoring damaged reefs. Coastal communities are protecting mangroves and breeding grounds. Scientists are discovering new species, proof that nature still holds wonders we haven't learned to value. And everyday choices, even small ones, ripple outward. The bottle we refuse, the plastic we recycle, the fish species we avoid to reduce pressure on an ecosystem. Each decision becomes a stitch repairing the fab water world. Because the story of life below the surface is not just theirs. It is ours. It is shared. The oceans, rivers, and lakes that cover our planet are not distant worlds. They are extensions of our own existence, providers of oxygen, climate regulators, sources of food, and homes to millions of species we have yet to fully understand. So the next time you stand by the shore, pause. Look beyond the glittering surface. Imagine the cities of coral, the silent hunters gliding through the dark, the tiny plankton drifting in sunlit currents. Imagine a world that breathes beneath your feet, waiting, watching, surviving. And remember, every drop of water holds a life, a story, a reminder of how interconnected we truly are. This is life below the surface, hidden, delicate, powerful, and endlessly extraordinary. A world worth knowing, a world worth protecting.
The reuse and regeneration of materials, products, including liquid and solid waste. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks so much for having me. My name is Akinwumi Dosumu, not Adewumi Dosumu.
Okay, Akinwumi Dosumu.
Yes, Akinwumi
Okay.
Dosumu. Thanks so much for having me. Yes. Like you rightly said, waste to wealth, waste to this,
Yes.
waste to... So people just see waste as if...
You know, this is Yama stuff. Like,
yes.
You don't need it.
But are we really practicing the standard? We have the SOP for each organization, each sector. That's standard organization procedure are we following the standard here in Nigeria?
In Nigeria.
Like, let me give you an example. In Kent, Kent is actually an outskirt of UK. In Kent, if I'm to service your house for waste evacuation, you will pay for 3 drums. And yeah, you pay for 3 drums. 1 drum is colored green. The green means all your green things you emit from your kitchen, your garbages, your lettuce, leftover, and the rest of them all. We have the black bin, where your kitchen, your protein intestines and the rest of them all, where those ones will be separated. We now have the red one, where you put your plastics. You put your...
no, Nigeria. You know what? Nigeria, I don't... Nigeria's one is a different one. So you just give us a clear picture of what waste management is generally.
Okay.
What should waste management be?
Okay.
What is it?
Okay. Well, what waste management should be, we have our solid waste.
Okay.
This waste you just see, your physical waste that you see, and we have our liquid waste, and those are your poo, the water that emits from your soak away and the rest of them all, though they are being embedded under Ministry of Environment, and they have their own sector that watch over them, set their KPIs and the rest of them all. And that's where Oyo State Waste Management Board comes in to checkmate all those standards. You understand? So now, the way it's being practiced here in Oyo State, that's the way it's being practiced all over southwestern states. But we just have few differences, little differences, little laws, different laws. There are some states in Nigeria that do not give free environmental sanitation day off for, different, but almost same standard, same way. So now, part of our physical waste now, that's where PSP comes in. PSP comes in where they evacuate your houses, your monthly evacuation, and the rest of them all. So that's another channel.
So that's another means of management.
Another means of management on its own. And we now have all these people that goes around. Those are the scavengers. Those that scout for those stuff. Though they are trying, but I would not be in support of trying to legalize the kind of scavengers, because they can't be well profiled. They can't be well profiled. You just see someone just coming into an estate whereby he or she do not know, and if he or she should look around and there's no CCTV coverage and the rest of them,
could do anything.
They could do anything. They could harm, they could steal, they could... So I'm not in support of those scavengers anyway, but they are trying, because we still have some of our elites. You call them elites. You see them in beautiful houses, fine houses, but they are not participating with their local PSP vendors located in, and they are big boys. These are the big boys you see all over. And you try to see them with their big cars. And do you know what they do mostly? These are the people that will just package their waste at the trunk of their car, and throw away at black spots. So you can't really profile who is who are damaging the environment, who are trying to sabotage the effort of the government, and that's where police
change it.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's not that we are so poor. I won't rate in Southwest. Let me give you Southwest as a case study. In Southwest, we are really trying. We are trying, but we are not yet there. In Southwest, I've traveled all over Nigeria. I've gone to Kaduna, I've gone to Port Harcourt, I've seen how it's being done, the processes and the rest of them all. I will give Lagos, if I'm to give them pass mark, I'll give Lagos 55%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a time 2 months ago, I brought out on my Facebook wall, I called out Lagos State government, Ikorodu Garage and the rest of them all, how dirty it was and the rest of them all.
Okay.
I tagged the minister, the commissioner for environment, Mr. Tunde Wahab, commissioner for environment in Lagos State. I tagged him, and under 3 days, they responded to me immediately that done.
Done.
And
Wow.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah, they
Wow.
responded to me that done. I was amazed. I was like,
Wow.
okay, I called you out on Facebook. You didn't send DSS. This guy is trying to call me out. So those are the response systems that we
Wow.
think we should change. And you know, we do not have the political will, like I've said. Maybe they will apprentice. Okay, let me give you an example. Look at the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway corridor. You can see that almost if you should follow Lagos State Ministry of Environment, they keep catching defaulters that are pulling on that median roads. They keep catching defaulters. They keep tagging. Even said they won't allow them to clean their pool. They will with their
Cut them in the hand.
yes, they will just take them. You've been caught. But now in Ibadan, we have our own section, or your state sections, starting from the 4 square axis. That's Ajebo, downwards, Oluyole, downwards, Toll Gate, Soka, you know, that axis, Muslim, Olorun Shogo, Iwo Road. And that axis, you see that axis is more or less like a black spot for Oyo State. Government keeps spending excessive money to clear
That
the place, that black spot, and their pool, everything being missed. So what I expected government to do is that black spot, there's a way to checkmate all these things. Set up people. There won't be messy or ọmọ olóṣèlú ni ọmọ wa ni ẹjọ́ ẹ ṣàánú ẹ. You know, it will be straight to customary, mobile court, instant judgment. Okay, this, or you, in lieu of so payment into your state government, you that caught this person, you are taking 40%. Who won't
that would
agree
be
to
a
take
nice
that?
one.
I see someone pulling under the bridge. You've been caught. Government says you are paying 100,000. I know that you've been caught. My share is 40,000. 60,000 is going to
The government.
Okay, who won't comply? Who won't comply? But government keep giving these excuses that, okay, we don't want to lose voters. We don't want to lose this. Trying to package instead of them to all the waste coming inside Olomi. That inside, all the waste that should have been taken care of by the PSP operators that will be evacuated to the designated places, whereby there will be functionality of where it will be channeled, this one will be sorted, this one will be washed, this one will be recycled. Instead of that, they are ending up under the bridge.
Wow.
And government keeps paying, keep spending unnecessarily to clean those axes. So why not use it to buy drums for them? Use it to buy drums. Okay, there is a law. If you are being caught, 100,000. You will see people will sit tight.
Well, we know we have the urbanization problem. Of course, the population growth. And also we have, aside beverage, and I just believe that climate change is another issue when it comes to waste management. So which one is actually carrying the burden and the light on bad waste management in our society? Is it urbanization? Is it the pressure from climate change or population growth?
Okay, everything you've mentioned, we have the bad and we have the good and we have the bad side of it.
Yeah.
Yes, we have the good and the bad side of it. Let me tell you, urbanization is good. There will be creation of wealth. And there will be more source of revenue and the rest of them all. That's global urban lift up. So now, how are they, those places that we've opened up? That's why I'm not agreeing with those people that are opening up Lagos Ibadan Expressway into all these small estate Kinikon, and the rest of them. They are destroying the ecosystem. They are cutting off trees. You can see the way people are now building houses. How many people are now planting trees inside their compound? A kind of Western, and those trees, they are meant to shield you from all this excessive heat. That's where global warming comes in. All these excessive heat coming into your head, and we keep complaining. There's heat. We keep drinking cold water, as if that would be the solution, and that's not the solution, because we've been able to cut down all our trees. That's why our fathers in those days, they were not cutting trees. Instead of cutting trees, they would cut little, prepare herbs, so that those oral this thing, there's an herb they would take, that those oral this thing would be in their head over 100 years, over 200 years. They would just cut a portion, and they were living healthy. The way Fela said in one of his songs, Fela said, the Oyibo man teach us how to carry sheets. We know they carry sheets. Yeah. We know they carry sheets. We have shalanga, that is a pothole being designed in such a way that there will be proper channel or pool going into that designated place, that part, and it will be far from where you are living. It will be far to where you are living, but there's a designated place for pooing and the rest of them all. But the Oyinbo will carry shit, and it was affecting them and the rest of them. So Africa has been living in such a way that we've been able to create our environment in such a cleaner environment. So those are what we should watch towards. How are we building our houses? How are we really participating with our PSP operators in our designated houses? Those are the questions. The big boys, you see them, the big boys, big girls, they will package their dustbin and put it at the trunk of their car, which is very wrong.
Okay, so Mr. Akiwumi, with all that is being said now, where do you think we got it all wrong? Is it the government not doing enough? Is it the people? Or is it the awareness problem itself?
Okay, number one is the people, because everyone wants free
waste
evacuation services.
That kind of a thing.
Okay,
which can be possible. Let me give you an insight. If government should designate a particular waste agent, waste company to a particular area, you see the houses there. By the time you count the number of houses, you'll be counting 800 houses. By the time out of 800 houses, by the time you do your estimation of those that are complying in that 800 houses, it will be 170.
That's
so
a lot.
how can that person break even? The person that is going into that business, towing people. So the people keeps telling them proper waste channel. So those are the ways that you see on our median. And yes, and our black spots, like those that are residing around Ologweru. Axis, if you are going, okay, I don't want her to that. She will know that axis of Ologweru. There's a black spot. As those guys, as they are dumping it, I don't know how they are doing it. Government needs to be there. There should be some people that will be served that, okay, you've been caught. You are even an influential person. So you are the one that have been coming here. You know, the amount of waste coming out of Ido, Ologweru, that axis, and they will go and dump at that black spot. So people have black spots which are not healthy, and it's not helping the participants that are doing business in this sector too. So there's a kind of revenue gap from them that they can't break even most times, and they need to struggle they need to like, okay, truck is not working this so time, truck is work, and proper funding for them too from the government sector. Yes, from the government. There was a time, German embassy. There was a time German embassy came to Nigeria. That was 2 years ago. They had a program in Jericho, in Oriental Jericho. They invited us, and it was so. The program was so fantastic. It was around. It was about waste management services, how it to be done, how we can pull funds, how we can access funds, and the rest of them all. Some of us applied, and later on, we didn't hear anything.
Wow.
So later on, we heard that okay, there are some donors that will go to government directly, that you guys can have access to them. So those ones are different entirely. So there is a lot attached to waste management services and the rest of them all. Though there are international donors that want to help, but how can they pick? How can they
actually help the situation?
Help the situation, those that are needing it. And those are the only thing they need is a working capital too, which are their trucks. You know, giving them access to trucks, whereby the repayment period will be long-term goal, because it's a sustainable business.
It's
a
not
long,
something you start and you...
No. It's something that will sustain you over 20, 30 years.
I'm sorry, Mr. Adusumi, we have to go on this break right now. It's a commercial. We will be right back. It's still the mid-morning show. All right, it's still the mid-morning show, and I like that quote there. It's telling us a whole lot in just one quote. Yeah, the environment and the economy are really both two sides of the same coin. If we cannot sustain the environment, we cannot sustain ourselves. Mr. Dusunu.
Yes.
I think this explains all that we have been saying.
Yes, and that's what I've been saying, that the economy and the environment itself, they work hand in hand together. Because without sustainable environment, you can't say you want to have an healthy well-being. You want to have, when you have an healthy well-being, that means your economic survival is okay. That means, yes, now your economic survival is okay. That's why they will say those that are under that are using the drugs of diabetic patient, they will say affluence disease. Affluence disease, diabetics, they will say. So if you are not under those stress, because if you are eating healthy, if you are eating the proper thing, it's, the environment and the economy works side by side. You understand? You are eating healthy, you're not eating contaminated Maggi product and the rest of them all. You have an healthy lifestyle. You have, an healthy lifestyle. So those are what we are trying to preach to those people. Look at Muslim Olomi Academy and the rest of them all. Why do we have people littering the axis every time?
But you said something about people. People is their attitude. But we have some people who will tell you that they have their waste packed neatly and they are waiting for the
government
PSP operators to come and take the waste. We even have some people who tell you that Guinea, Tabati, we've gathered our waste, we don't see them. Everybody has their own reason for making sure that it's there, because they cannot put the waste in their house.
Let me tell you, my dear sister.
Okay.
That's a big lie. Yeah, in this Ibadan that I am, in this Ibadan that I'm operating things, there are enough PSP operators to serve the whole Ibadan. Enough. We have more than enough to serve the whole of Ibadan. The only thing is that government just needs to support them, not government trying to support them, trying to there's no standard trucks that are obtainable and sustainable towards the business. Standard truck, and there's nowhere. Government will invest into it, and government will set a parameter that under 6 years you will recoup this thing from your whatever thing you are paying as your interest rates and part of your working capital, repayment plan. These are what you'll be paying towards the repayment plan and everything. Because they know that by the time they give you 1,000 houses, they are the one that map it out. You have their loan with them. These 1,000 houses, why wouldn't they work so that those 1,000 houses won't have drums? They work towards that effect now. That's okay. Ileti Obani drum. If you do not have a drum, your house will be closed for 2 weeks. Everywhere will be closed. There's no how you can enter your house. People will comply. But these are the people that they will come out and say, they are not coming. It's a lie. The PSP operator would have been going there, come back. Some people will say, so
but how do they keep it?
No, it's a lie. See, that particular thing happened in UK. I think it happened in Nottingham in UK. This person actually rented out an apartment from an Indian landlord.
Okay.
So because she does not want to be paying the landlord waste management fee, do you know what she was doing? 1 bedroom apartment. She was storing her waste inside one particular cubicle.
Wow.
Yes, storing it because she does not want to pay. And the thing keeps piling up. By the time the tax council, because they call it council over there, by the time the tax council and the rest of them all, they try to check how much the person has owed over a long time, they saw that she was owing close to £3,000. So she how will she pay £3,000?
Where did you
So that was why you can see they are paying for it. We all want a working environment. We say working environment. What are the KPI you are setting for working environment? Environment, good public system, good rail system, like the way Lagos State is doing, proper road management network, proper gutter being channeled into the environment, the environment will be larger. It brings out the economy part of the environment. So you can see it works hand in hand. So those are what we are saying. Hope you're getting me.
But now the rainy season is coming up.
Hey.
And when you walk through the streets, you see a whole amount of debt. And you said the PSP operators, they are operating, Abi?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So we are seeing a whole lot of waste. That's number one. Now, you mentioned gutters. We see so many buildings in Oyo State, in Ibadan, trying to rebuild, demolishing, and all that. The gutters that have been prepared have scattered out. Yet, we are saying, flood is coming, and we are not seeing, I'm sorry, I've not seen any form of, okay, what are the PSP operators even doing to enlighten anybody? We are just seeing everybody just walking as if nothing is going to happen.
Thank you so much. The PSP operators are really working,
Okay.
because the more they have more customers, the more they too can kindly leverage on that. The more they can scale up, the more their business can function very well. So that's another part. So now you can see with the way the environment is, we are trying to set a kind of parameter whereby everything will be such in place that whereby it's become a function of everything working hand in hand with the way we are trying to sanitize the environment. That's why we are trying to tell people that, okay, do not drop this thing at this so point. PSP operators are here, but whenever PSP operators go to a particular place, they will tell them to come back. They will go back, tell them to come back. And that's why we have blockage of channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God we have a sector called IUFMP. That's Ibadan Municipal Waste, this thing that has to do with the gutter and the channel. You know, they've been able to do the part of Oluyole, part of when you are going towards New Garage and the rest of them, they opened that part down to New Garage. You know, the water channel can now flow into those.
So at least it's flowing into that.
Yes, unlike the uptent time, whereby those water will flow into people's houses and the water, they've been able to catch the water. But people are not trying, in the sense that we still have this kind of I don't care attitude. People still package their waste sometimes. By the time they go out, the one in new garages, you will see the waste being littered. So some people still go to that axis to throw their garbages.
So
Yes.
people.
Yes, now people.
Okay.
Yes, people.
People.
And the government officials, not that the government officials are not trying, they are trying.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe their hands are being tied because they will be looking at the political tension attached to it. I don't know, maybe their hands are... Take these people, prosecute them, let them pay.
Okay, Mr. Akinwumi. Akinwumi, sorry.
Yeah.
I have something I want to say about these PSP operators, because you made mention that there are enough PSP operators. But looking at some certain parts in Ibadan, to be precise now, they are more focused on that side more than some other sides. I can say categorically the route of Akubo along that side. Though it's a developing area, why are these PSP operators not operating over there?
Okay. Thank you again thanks for having me again. They are not that they are not operating over there. They are operating.
Okay.
But let me tell you, maybe I know that axis very well.
Okay.
Maybe the person from, let's say, the person from that Olonda junction down to that police station in Olonda and to the back of it and the rest of them all down to where Army Barracks is. Maybe a person is actually in charge of that axis. Count the number of houses, you see 1,200 houses. Number of compliance, 170, 190. Others tell them where are they putting their waste.
Actually,
Their black spots.
you said it like they put in the back of the truck.
And do you know what? Okay, I don't want to mention the particular axis. I won't mention because I don't want my presenter to find me. I don't want him to find me. There is a particular section. You know, when you are in this business, sometimes you need to be like extra smart and you know, just try to parley with your customers. There's a particular section. They are complying. Those in their house, in front of their house, they are not complying. So those in front of their house will come and dump their waste in front of those that are complying. Whoa. So by the time, so those people will be paying higher money. The others are not paying. So we were able to catch them that, okay, where are you always dumping your, okay.
So apparently for those who are complying, those who are not ready to pay, put it
yes,
into the
they
bin.
will now overwhelm those people. Let's say per drum is 5,000 naira per drum you are meant to pay. So after one drum, you are the only one, maybe and one tenant, you now be saying that you are having 2 drums of waste. Where is it coming from? And you do not generate up to that, you and your tenant. So those that are not participating, they are overwhelming those that are participating. And it is weighing the business down. Yeah, so you will know how to charge a particular customer by the time they have their excess waste. Because you'll be wondering, they are the only one, they are the only occupant.
Yeah.
And the business is so funny. You just need to like keep persuading customers. Okay, comply, have a drum. Okay, separate your waste, but they won't separate. We've not got into that aspect in Nigeria. The modular waste. That's why we have the degradable waste and the non-degradable waste. That's why we are championing for recycling economy, whereby those bottles, do you know that those plastic bottles, if you should bury them under the heart and you leave them under the heart, it can stay over 500 years. It won't decay. Yes, 500 years, that plastic bottle, 500 years under the surface of the heart, it won't decay. So that's why we are championing the sustainable part of the business. That, okay, have a proper channel of waste evacuation. Have a proper channel of waste this. Solid waste must not mix up with liquid waste. Your solid waste, those are your physical waste that you all throw away. Your liquid waste, those are your poo, the excretion part of it that comes out, those are your liquid waste. So that you have proper channel of how you strategize your waste and the business around it, so that you won't just model things up.
No, let's move away from people now.
Okay.
There was a time I needed an apartment, of course, in Ibadan, and the estate agents were taking us to different places. Alas, there are some houses, they don't have proper system.
Management.
That's for excretion, toilet system.
Okay.
They don't have it.
Wow.
Some houses don't have